What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you're here. For the new people on here, I appreciate y'all liking and subscribing. I want to make sure that y'all know that because that means a lot to me. That means I'm doing something right. Anyway, so what I was doing tonight, I'm not working on the O-scale tank car yet because I got to go to Hobby Lobby. I got to pick up some wire, some very fine nails, some different woods, CA glue, a couple other things, and so we're gonna get back on that. But that'll probably next week sometime. In the meantime, I wanted to show you a nice little trick: stirrups and grab rails. As one of the videos we've talked about, a couple of these cars that are really messed up. And with these scratch built cars is interesting because a lot of people use products that were readily available, and they held up good over the years. One of the things I wanted to show you was, okay, this stirrup right here, I replaced it because this one right here was, well, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's one right down here. Let's see if I can get a better light here. Let me see if that works a little better. Okay, yeah, maybe a little bit better. That little stirrup right there is nothing more than a staple. And so it's okay, and it is smaller, but this is a half-inch staple that you can get at Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever. And oddly enough, it is the same width as the ladder right here. Which, if you notice right here, the grab rail and the stirrup is all the same right here. Okay. Let me give you forewarning on this. If you want to put the staple in there, that's fine. Now you can take a sanding disc from a Dremel and sand them down and give them more of a profile look if you want to. Okay. I may do that later. I have not set them with glue yet. That way I got room to adjust a little bit in there, and the stirrup. I have not done any of this yet, so it's free floating in there so I can adjust. All right. One of the things I wanted to show you is this staple right here. This is one of the half inches. Now, this one is just taken off the ring or the staple set. This one was twisted. Now, to do it, all you want to do, take your staple, pair of needle nose, go down for the top of the head just a little bit, kind of get your depth where you want it, and hold and twist. And you'll have a flat and a straight up. Again, same size. And there you go. Now you have a new stirrup that you have made that will sit flat underneath the body. A lot of your scratch built cars are covered with either a tin, a brass, or a copper, just depending on what the person used at the time when they did it. Yeah, that pocket likes to stick up. But anyways, that is one way that you can do that. If you got the patience and you have the small enough drill and the tack, you can drill it and tack it. Okay. Because these are glued, just glue them down. You're good. Excuse me. Next one I wanted to show you was, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Here's a staple that I actually bent that you can mount flush on the car. Again, it's a half-inch staple, just bent. I'll show you. Take these two over here, put them right there, that one right there. Now, again, take your staple, take your pair of pliers, your needle nose, and bend. Okay? Rotate your needle nose, and there you go. You now have Well, this one's kind of off center, but ain't a big deal because I wasn't. This was just a showing you that it can be done and what people used to do back then. So there you go. Now you have a bent staple that is now a stirrup that can be glued onto the bottom. Uh, is it perfect to do it that way? Gluing it on? Yes, you could do that. However, same problem you're going to have. It becomes fragile. If you grab it wrong, you're going to bust it off. So it's one of these situations of what do you do, right? So let's look at this boxcar. We're going to do this side over here because the grab rails are bent. And we're going to do the same thing as we did on this side. Now, I did this off camera, but we're going to do this on camera. So, the 1/2-inch staples, I got 3 of them right here. Well, you can see 2, and there's the 3rd one. So, and a drill bit. Now, this is a 1/17. 130. I don't remember. It's a little bitty drill. Same one as in the drill right here. You can either hand drill it or use a drill. Okay. So let's start by removing the damaged the hand drills. They just pull right out. And again, that's nothing more than a little bitty staple. Okay. Put that up there so I can see it. And, it's a little bitty staple. Somebody bent. It looks good. But because they are loose and the other side was damaged, we're just going to replace them. You don't want to put a lot of pressure on it. Center your hole up. Same thing. You want to do this for all 4 holes. You ain't got to go like Speedy Gonzalez on this. My drill just sometimes, it's a heavy drill, so. Now these ends right here, be careful because you may be drilling into the wood. Why do I say that? Well, you're drilling into the wood on the car body and on the end. So if you run into that, just take your time and be careful. Because you're actually going to be going through the metal and whatever they built the car out of. Again, there you go. You can see it on the drill bit. Now, like I said, get your measurements in. Take your stirrup. Now, if you want to, you can take your Dremel and just kind of over it and narrow it down if you want to, okay? I'm not saying to do that, but you can. Take your stirrup or your grab iron, your new replacement, and you're just going to drop it in. And you'll notice the further you go down, it will start getting a little bit tighter. And then you can, like I said, adjust. All right. Another staple. The last 2 bottom holes. And I have found that on this one, for whatever reason, the end piece seems to get a little tighter, or a little bottom, like it bottoms out a little better. But, I mean, there you go. 2 grab rails installed that you can change. These are not adjusted. Like I said, they're free floating until I put glue on them and make sure they're staying. All right. This bottom one. It's probably got a little bit of a play in it. Well, not much play, but some of the ways that these micro were quite interesting. Whoop. Okay. Don't want to do that. Yes. Little bitty holes were drilled in that. Little bitty. But it's a staple. That's all it is. Somebody had some micro stuff. Now, you can go straight in right here. This upside down. Sometimes they can be a little bit of a pain replacing, but it's fun. Now, I just pressed this one in. This is not going to be like permanent because I could change it over to the twist. And I may do that later on. I don't know. But you can adjust your staple a little bit. And there you go. Like I said, this is just free floating in there right now. It is not permanently affixed. But there you go. Whoop. Ha. But again, you know, take it. You can adjust this area. If you want to pull it out a little bit, you can. And there you go. And then once you, like I said, again, get your measurement, then glue it in. And then just do your touch-up paint. I will also be doing this right here. I'll be doing all of these. Of course, I don't know about the hatch yet, because this is a brass hatch, and it was already missing 3 of them out of the 4. I don't know if I'll be able to find any. If not, I'll probably have to make some out of like styrene. So I'll have to make, you know, like styrene or something. I don't know. Guess I could even do balsa wood. I mean, it is a refrigerated car. They did use wood hatches, so I mean, I guess you could go either way with it. You know, I don't know. We'll figure it out, and then I got some tacks to tack down the roof right here on the corners, and that'll take care of that. But that's what I wanted to show y'all tonight, and I hope y'all enjoy it. If you like what you saw, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the road.